Hey everyone, welcome back. We are cruising along pretty well on our admin app. And before we move on to the next portion, I just wanted to again show the finished app because what we're going to be working on in this lesson is setting up the admin products view controller like we see here, as well as the add edit product view controller. We're not going to be putting in the UI or anything, just setting up the view controller scene in Storyboard and setting up the segues, okay? So here we have our admin products view controller, and at the top we have two buttons. We have our add product to take us to add a brand new product. We have our edit category button, which will take us to edit the selected category. And then if we click on one of the products, we will edit that product, okay? So we got three things going on here. So let's take a look at the finished project storyboard again. And this is where we're going to be focusing on the admin products view controller. And you can see that we have two segues coming out of here. One is to the add edit product view controller, and its segue is to add edit product. And then we have this other one, which is to the edit category segue, okay? So this segue is if we click on the edit category, and then this segue is if either the new product or editing a product is selected. All right, so I just kind of wanted to give that overview here before we get started so you have that in mind. And let's get to it. Again, I'm going to copy over the storyboard scene from our consumer-facing storyboard. So I'm going to grab this guy right here, the products VC. I'm going to copy it and then come back to our admin storyboard. Zoom out a little bit. I'm going to click and paste. And then drag that over here. And then I'm going to grab our admin home VC, control and drag, and say show. And then I'm going to grab our segue right here. And if you recall previously when we would click on a product in our, or a category in our admin app, we were crashing, right? And that was because we didn't have the correct segue. And that segue, let's check what that segue is in our other storyboard. Looks like that is to products VC, okay? So I'm going to come back into our main.storyboard for our admin app with this segue copied. Come over here to main storyboard, and with this segue selected, set and paste that segue to be to products view controller. All right, so now when we click on one of these categories, we should segue over to here now. And let's check that right now and see if that's working. I'm gonna save it, see if we got any crashes. Oh, and actually I'm gonna stop it because that's not going to work yet. And that is because we haven't set the correct class for this. Let's go ahead and create a new controller file. What we have right here set currently is the consumer products of VC. So one thing that we're probably going to need to do is grabbing our products of VC. We probably need to set, oh, its target membership is already set for both, so that's good. All right, so coming back to our admin project, let's create a admin products VC. So I'm gonna right click, say new file, Cocoa Touch class, next. This is admin products VC, and say next and next. Very good. I'm gonna get rid of these comments, and we are subclassing, just like we did for the admin home VC. We are gonna be subclassing products VC, which for some reason is not showing up. Let me check that one more time to make sure that products VC, it is checked. Let's see, is that gonna work? I'm gonna save that and build it. All right, looks like it worked. It just wasn't auto-completing for some reason, that's okay. And then come into our storyboard, grab our view controller, and now we can set its type to admin products VC. Very good. All right, now let's go ahead and save that and run it. All right, I'm gonna click on landscapes, And here we go. All right. So that is working. Perfect. So the next thing I want to do is set up our segues and our AdMProductsVC. So I'm going to bring in a new view controller. Just drop it right here. And we are going to set up some segues. So I'm going to control and drag. Let me zoom in here. Control and drag from our AdminProductsVC to over here and say show. So this is going to be for whether we click on the new product or editing an existing product. And then we need another segue from here up to our Add Edit category view controller. And let's set the identifiers. So this one here, this is the one to edit a category. So I'm going to say identifier to edit category. I'm going to save, or I'm going to copy that, and let's create a constant for it right away. I'm going to go back up to our constants file and say static let to edit category equal, and then paste that again, save that, come back to our storyboard, and then this one is whether we are adding or editing a product. So I'm going to say to add edit product. I'm going to copy that, come back to our constants file and say static let to add edit product is equal to add edit product. Save that, come back to our storyboard, and I think this is looking pretty good. All right, so the next thing that we need to do is create our buttons programmatically. So if we take a look at our finished app, we have add product and edit category. So let's go into our admin products VC here. I'm going to move this up a little bit. And let's initialize two UI bar button items. Our first one is going to be the edit category button. So I'm going to say let edit category button equal UI bar button item. We'll initialize it with a string title. That title is edit category. Its style is .plain. The target is self, and the action selector is selector. And we'll create that function right here. So we'll say at objc func edit category. And then we can put that right here for the selector edit category. Then the second button is going to be the new product button. So I'm going to say let new product button equal UI bar button item. Initialize that with a string, and that string is going to be plus product style dot plain. Target is self, and the action is hashtag selector. And let's go ahead and create its function at objc func new product. And we'll insert its selector right here, new product. All right, so what do we want to have happen when we click on the edit category button? Well, we are going to segue to the add edit category VC using the to edit category segue that we just created. So I'm going to say perform segue with identifier segues dot to edit category, sender is self. And for a new product, what we want to do is say perform segue with identifier, and that identifier is segues dot to add edit product, and its sender is self. Now we need to add these two buttons that we created to the navigation item. So we say navigation item dot right bar button items. This one right here, set right bar button items. This sets the right bar button items optionally animating. And we want to pass in the edit category button and the new product button. We can get rid of that optional there, and animated, we'll just say false. So there are a couple of things that we need to override. For instance, in the user app, when we click on a product, it opens up the product details view controller. In the admin app, what we want to do is go to the add edit product and edit that product. Okay, so we need to override the parent, the ProductsVC implementation of did select row at. So this is the case where we want to edit the product. So I'm going to say here, editing product. And what we're going to do is we're going to have a variable here at the top called selected product. And it is of type product, but it's optional, okay? So it's going to be optional because this is how we are going to tell whether or not we are editing a product in the add edit category VC. If it's nil, then we are creating a new product. If we have clicked on a product in the table view, then we are going to set the selected product equal to the products at index path dot row. And if you're confused where this products variable is coming from, this is a variable of the parent ProductsVC class, okay? So it's pretty cool that we get access to all of that by inheriting this, this class. All right, so we've set the selected product, so we know that we're editing a product. Then we're going to say perform segue with identifier, and the identifier is segues dot to add edit product. And the sender is self. All right, so when we select a row, we set the selected product and we perform the segue. But before we actually perform the segue, we need to prepare the view controllers in prepare for segue. So I'm going to say prepare for segue because we need to let each of these view controllers know what's coming, whether or not the add edit product is going to be editing or creating a brand new product. And we also need to let the add edit category view controller know which category it's editing. Okay, so first let's do the products. So I'm going to say if segue.identifier is equal to segues dot to add edit product. Then I'm going to say if let destination equals segue dot destination as, and we're going to cast it as add edit. Oh, you know what? We haven't created our add edit products VC Swift file. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. Going to right click on controller, say new file. This is a Cocoa Touch class. Next, this is a view controller. We're going to say add edit products VC and say next and create. Very good. So we have that all set up. And here in the add edit products VC, we're going to need a variable for that optional selected category, right? So I'm going to say var product to edit. And this is of type product. And it will be optional. And I'm calling it product to edit because if we have passed a product into the add edit products VC, we are editing it. I'm going to save that. And then we are also going to need a selected category over here. This is of type category. Not sure why my autocorrect is messing up, but that is a implicitly unwrapped because we have to have the selected category over here. All right, I'm going to save that and let's go into main.storyboard and set the add edit view controller, add edit product view controller here. So class is add edit products VC. I'm going to save that and come back to our admin products VC.swift, and we can continue here in our prepare for segue. So we can say if let destination equal to segue.destination as a add edit products VC. Then we are going to say destination.selectedCategory is equal to category. And again, this comes from the parent view controller. And then destination.productToEdit is equal to selected product. And if we are clicking on the new product button, this will be nil, in which case we can do a check in the Add Edit Products view controller to determine whether or not we are editing or creating a new product. Now, if we click on the Edit category, we are going to be heading over to the Add Edit category view controller. So I'm going to say else if segue.identifier is equal to segues.toEdit category, in which case we are going to need to set the category to edit in the Add Edit category VC, which I don't think we have. Nope, we don't. So I'm going to say here var category to edit of type category, and this is going to be optional. And then come back to our AdminProductsVC, and we're going to say if let destination is equal to segue.destination as an Add Edit category VC, then we are going to set destination.category to edit equal to category. And this category variable comes from our parent, which represents the selected category. I'm just going to clean this up a little bit. And I think this looks good. Let's go ahead and run this and test it out. All right, let's click on landscapes. And if we click here, we should go to Add Edit Product, which it looks like we do. It's blank. That's fine for now. We click on Product. We should also go, there we go. And if we click here, we should go to Add Edit Category. Very good. All right, perfect. So we have all of the connections set up. We got a lot of the boilerplate done. In the next lesson, we are going to finish up with the categories. We're going to show how to edit an existing category and update its data. All right, hope you're excited for that. I will see you in the next one.